Good. I'm like sorry about that. Hey guys, what's up? It's Sam. So today's video is really exciting because I'm going to be doing my All About Online School but part 2. I did part 1 of this obviously, or else like why would I be doing a part 2? But that was back in like 2015. That's kind of right when I started online school. Maybe I had done it for like a semester and a half. And honestly, like I did know a good amount of like what I was talking about, but there were a lot of things that I just really didn't know what I was like talking about or anything like that. And then on top of that, I also do like a new online school. There's 2 like big well-known online schools. There's K-12 and Connections Academy. I used to do K-12, now I do Connections Academy. And I'll kind of explain why I switched and all that stuff in a minute. But first I'm gonna kind of like steamroll and get into like some questions that I really wanted to know prior to doing online school and some like really basic general questions. So yeah, keep in mind all of these things are just like personal experience. This probably won't be your exact same experience, so just make sure you like actually reach out to like said school for your specific questions, because I don't work for them. Like I don't know all of this like, you know, information. I just know from like what I've experienced. So yeah. Okay, so the first one and like the one that I get asked the most is how much does it cost / is it free? And from my experience, it has been free. Like it's just like a regular public school. So you might have some like book fees, but personally, I don't have any textbooks. I have in the past, but I don't through Connections Academy. All of my books are online, or all of the stuff that I need to know is in the lesson already. Online school is definitely different from like regular high school in so many ways, but the cost is the exact same. Okay, so the next thing is that you can do like school in your pajamas or whatever. I like really don't. I think it's just because like I wake up and then I'll like get ready and then I'll do school. I don't know, I usually do wear comfy clothes though, just because why not? But yeah, like you could do it in your pajamas if you wanted to. Also, you can do it at like any time during the day, except if you like have to go to a live lesson. They're rarely ever mandatory, and they're really understanding about like if you work or if you honestly just like don't want to go to that particular lesson. They're all recorded, so you can still do that. There's participation points that you have to get to, like at some point in time, like during the semester, you're going to have to go to one, or you're gonna have to make contact with your teacher. I definitely suggest going to them though, because like there are things that I didn't understand and then they were explained right then and there, and a lot of people didn't understand them either. So I definitely suggest you guys go to them as much as possible. Also, a lot of the times you'll get extra credit for going to them. And then the next thing, the thing that I wondered, my mom wondered, like it was a really big deal, is like, is it accredited? Through my experience, K-12 is accredited, Connections Academy is accredited. I have applied to colleges, I've gotten into colleges. I would not have been able to get in if it wasn't accredited. So yeah. Okay, and then the last thing that I really wanted to know like before doing online school was like, how long does it take? Is it the same amount as regular school, or is it like shorter, or is it longer, or anything like that? The answer is it really depends. It just matters like what you're doing that day, or who you are as a person, like how quickly you're willing to get it done, or whether you knew that information or not, or how easy it is to you, and the subject. Like all of these things, it definitely does matter. There have been days where it's taken longer than like regular school, but that's not common. And then there are days to where it's like a lot shorter. It only takes me like an hour. That's not common either. Like the average for me is probably like 3 to 5 hours. So yeah. So now I'm just gonna go on my old video of this. I'll have it linked down below if you guys want to see it. But it's basically just like, you know, part 1 to this, I guess. So yeah. Frick. I'm going to answer some questions that I got in the comments, because that's obviously where you guys are going to ask a lot of the questions. If there's a question that I didn't answer in this video, I didn't answer it in the previous video, or something you just like want clarification about, or someone you just need to talk to about all of this stuff, like I totally get it. It's a really big transition. You can DM me on Instagram. I've answered, I'm pretty sure, every single DM I've gotten about this, and I've gotten quite a few. So I definitely like that you guys are like asking me questions, because it's cool that you guys care so much about like your education and stuff. So yeah, you can DM me on there. My Instagram is SAMANTHAMARTINYT. You could also do it on Twitter, but I'm not on there as much, so I'll be less likely to respond as fast. But on Instagram, I'll be able to like respond pretty quickly. So yeah. Can you graduate early? Yes, you can graduate early. It's something I kind of wish I would have done, but like I just kind of didn't think about it. Like at the point where I did online school, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm a freshman, like I don't really like care about all that stuff. Like graduation seems so far away. But like I literally could have, like I had the opportunity to graduate like this like next month actually, like so in December. Like a lot of seniors have that opportunity. I chose not to, just because I wanted to, like, I didn't really know how to deal with like applying to colleges like in January, or like I didn't want to have like 6 months off between school. Like that just seemed like really weird to me, so I was like, okay, I'll just go next semester, like that's fine with me. So yeah, and yeah. So yeah, and yeah. Oh wait, the next question is, do your parents have to be very involved? And no, not really. Keep in mind, like I said, my experience is just throughout high school, so that's the only thing I can answer. And also, the only thing I can answer about like my personal experience is what I've gone through. Like that doesn't necessarily mean this is going to be exact for you or anything like that. But no, not really, I don't believe. Like I think if you are younger, then definitely. But if you're in high school, I think a lot of it is very like independent, which I really like. I like that independence, but my parents like still are like, did you do your schoolwork? Like all this stuff. They always check my grades. Like they have to mark my attendance and stuff. So yes, but like kind of no. Sorry if the camera moved a little bit. I just had to click record again just because it stopped. I don't know. Okay, so the next question is, how do you tell your parents you want to switch to online school? I have a very like good relationship with my parents, and I did my freshman year as well. So like I feel like everybody's parents are different and your relationship with your parents is going to be different. But I don't really know how else to answer this other than like just talk to them about it and be like really honest about how you're feeling. Like don't get mad at them for saying no. Don't like do any of that stuff. Like ask them specifically why they're like saying no, if that's something they are saying no to, and try and understand their side of it and try and find like ways to fix their problems. Like if they're like, well, you won't be social, be like, I'll join a club, I'll get involved somewhere, I'll volunteer, whatever, I'll get a job. And then they'll be like, well, like, I don't want to be involved. And be like, you don't have to be. Like, you just find ways to fix their problems with it, because as a parent, like, try and see it through their eyes. I'm not a parent. That made it sound like I was a parent, and I don't have children. But as, like, I don't know how to talk. But just imagine it from, like, your parents' perspective and, like, how they would see it. Because I think, like, if my kid came to me and was like, I want to switch everything I'm doing school-wise, I'd be like, no. Like, absolutely not. What are you even talking about? But yeah, you have to like keep in mind they want the best for you 9 times out of 10. So I don't even know how to explain this, just because everyone's parents are different. I like literally made a PowerPoint. I suggest doing that. I actually think that's a super good idea, because that's like effort, and I think people realize a PowerPoint's effort. So yeah. This question is, what happens when you complete a grade? Do you move right on to the next grade right away? I literally can't talk, I'm sorry. But like I said, I haven't had any experience like through doing that type of stuff. I think it's not really necessarily like about like grades. Well, I guess it is, but it's not. It's more so credits. Like that's kind of more so what I'm focusing on, not necessarily like what grade I am. Like I'm still a senior in high school, and I like have the right amount of credits to be a senior in high school, but it's more like I'm getting this many credits. It's kind of more college. Like that's what it feels like. When you're in college, you focus a lot more on your credits rather than like your grade. Does that make any sense at all? I don't know. But yeah, I think you can move ahead though. Like definitely take summer school classes, definitely do all of that stuff, because I literally will be like over my credit amount like at the end of this semester, so it's really easy to get a lot of credits, and I've never even taken summer school. So if you do take summer school, you'll probably like be able to graduate early. So just like communicate with your guidance counselor, talk to them about it, be like, I want to graduate early, how do I do that? And make sure you're like taking the right test for it, like your SAT or ACT if you want to go to college and stuff like that. Want to know what my favorite thing about the comments here? Like a lot of people think like the fireplace in this video is real, and I definitely suggest you guys like check out what I mean by like the fireplace in the video. It is not real, it is my laptop. I don't know, it's funny to me. So yeah. Do you have summer, winter, and spring break? Yes, you do. I personally have like always had that. Like I said, every school is different. I think one year I didn't have a spring break, but I don't really know. So yeah, you do have breaks though. But you can work through your breaks. So if you want to get ahead, you definitely can. Stop touching your hair. Okay. I probably like have been touching my hair throughout this video, I'm sorry. Okay, so someone's like, to be honest, in middle school I didn't give a crap about missing stuff like prom and stuff. I just want to leave. And I get what you're saying, but like, I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't go to prom last year, and it kind of really sucked. Like I literally like was not even in town for prom. Like I was in Florida. I was at Playlist Live, but I literally, oh my god, I wore this Playlist Live, that's weird. Anywho, like, it was kind of sad to not go to prom. Like, it did make me a little upset. Like, things like homecoming, though, that doesn't really bother me. don't know. But like prom, like I kind of do feel like I missed that. Not necessarily even going to prom, just like picking out a dress and like all of that stuff. I do feel like I missed out on a little bit. And there are going to be things you miss out on. I'm actually switching back from like regular school, from online school to regular school next semester, because it's the last semester of my senior year. And although I really do like online school, like I just figured like I want to have prom, I want to have graduation, that's really important to me, and so it's important enough for me to like want to switch from it. But like I said, I've had like a really good experience like doing online school, so it's not for any reason other than like I want to experience those things. So now I'm going to explain quickly why I switched from Connections Academy, no, from K-12 to Connections Academy. Like I said, I literally can't talk today. I'm super sorry about it. And honestly, this is like the shortest story ever. So basically, my junior year, I was like, I want to go back to regular school. And I did for a week, and I didn't like it at all. I was really bored, and it was like very long, and I did not enjoy myself. And then I was like, okay, I want to go back to online school. And then K-12 was like, sorry, we're full. And so I was like, Connections Academy, what up? And they were like, come on in. So that's how I switched to Connections Academy. And from doing both of them, I actually do prefer Connections Academy more. That's just like a personal thing, but I think it's more organized. Like my teachers are like a lot more professional and a lot nicer and a lot more helpful. So I personally would recommend Connections Academy over K-12. Alright, I hope that video helped you out. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, but if you have like questions that feel really, really pressing to you guys, do not forget to DM me on Instagram, because I love like answering those questions for you guys, because I like feeling helpful. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Do not forget to subscribe down below. I love you guys so much. Bye! Should that be my new outro? So, I was gonna say yeah, but I'm not gonna say yeah. Yeah. When all of your